Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be testing out some new beauty products, well new to me anyway, and they're all green beauty, which is great. So I went on to Naturissimo and picked up a few things to try and do a full face with and test them out, see what I think of them and stuff like that. So if you're interested in seeing the products that I got and what I think of them, then just keep watching. So the first product we're going to try out is this primer. This is from the brand 100% Pure, and this is their luminous primer. So that's what it looks like here, and you get quite a decent amount in here, I think. How much is in here? 1 fluid ounce. I mean, I think it's actually probably quite standard, but it feels quite heavy. Do a couple of pumps on the back of my hand. I'm just going to apply this with a brush. It's quite a nice scent, nothing overpowering, it's quite a fruity scent. So I've actually just done this half of my face and it has definitely given a nice glow, kind of in comparison. It just looks very nice and dewy on skin. So that's it on. It definitely has given a nice luminosity to the skin, which I like. It's quite a nice fragrance to it. It's not heavily scented or anything like that. So I actually picked up a CC cream. This is from Pacifica, who I've tried before, and I absolutely love that palette that I got from them. So this is the Ultra CC Cream Radiant Foundation with SPF 17. It's moisture rich, colour correcting makeup plus skincare. Yeah, and this is for all skin types apparently, it looks like. So this is about illuminate and perfect skin with specially adapted colour correcting minerals, moisture rich foundation with multi-action naturals, and 100% physical broad spectrum SPF 17 provides both UVA and UVB protection for all skin types. Okay, I don't know whether to apply this with a brush or a sponge. I got mine the shade, ooh, why did I do that? Warm Light. Oh, I think the Fair was not in stock, so I went the next one up, which is Warm Light, which might not be my colour, but as we're heading more into summer, I kind of don't mind too much. Not that any foundation tends to match me that well anyway. So that's the colour. It definitely looks like it's going to be potentially a bit too dark for me. We'll just have to see. I'm going to use my beauty sponge to begin with, see how it acts. I have to say it looks like there might be some shimmer in this, and I'm not sure how I feel about that, but we'll just see. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit, definitely a bit too dark for me, but like I said, when it hits more to summer, I don't mind too much, and I'll just bronze up the neck, and I might actually do some gradual tanner this year, just so I don't go on holiday looking quite so pale. Wow, it's blended out really quite fast. I might do a brush the other side just to see which one works better. So like with most CC creams, it doesn't give a full coverage, which is kind of purposely why I bought it, because summer I just prefer CC cream, something more lighter coverage. It's going to give a nice even finish, which I think this has. It makes my skin look really nice. There's definitely like luminosity to it, and actually there is a tiny bit of shimmer to this, but actually unless you're really up close, you really can't see it. Like I have to get the mirror right up close to see the shimmer, so that's fine by me. And actually when the sun hits it, it'll probably add some nice glowness to the skin. So yeah, it's definitely not my shade, but like I said, it's fine. So as you can see, there's not much coverage to it, because you can still see my spots, and you can still see my freckles, which I like. It's definitely a little bit too dark, but it's definitely evened out my skin tone, I think. Right, so like I said, for the other side, so I used 2 pumps and that did the entire side of this face. So I don't know if maybe a beauty blend is not necessarily the best option to go if you want to get the most out of your product. So I'm going to do 1 pump this time. It's quite a big pump. And try a brush. I'm going to try my Real Techniques buffing brush just to see if that makes a difference or not. But I think this primer and the CC cream work really well together. So if you're someone who loves a luminous base, this is definitely something for you. I mean, if you've got oily skin, you might not like it. I mean, I have oily to combination skin, but I would just much rather have a luminous base than a matte base, and I'll just happily just set center my face just to prevent me from looking sweaty, and just to remove some excess oil. But to be honest, like, I would just much rather glowy skin. I think it looks fresher, it looks, I think it can make you look younger as well a little bit, and it's just, I don't know, I just prefer luminous, dewy skin. Okay, so yeah, the brush made the one pump go for the entire this side of the face, so, I mean, don't think it's made too much of a difference between coverage. Actually, I'd say this has less coverage. But that might be because of it, obviously, like I said, I only use one pump for this side. So you can still see all my freckles and everything, and it just looks really nice and luminous. So I think it's definitely a combination of the primer as well as the CC cream. Okay, so for concealer, I picked up another 100% pure product. This is the Fruit Pigmented Concealer. I picked up White Peach, which I think is probably the lightest one, so hopefully I can balance out the situation on my face right now. So this is actually a brightening concealer as well, so help give that nice highlighting effect under your eyes into the centre of your face, depending on where you want to put this. So doesn't actually have any scent, this one, and like the primer. So it comes on a wand like this. So let's just see, I'll start with under my eyes first, but it's definitely much lighter. So I'm just gonna put a little bit here, that's quite a lot. Now, because this is quite obviously brightening, I'm gonna have to avoid putting it on my spots. So for now, my spots might have to stay on show. I'm actually gonna go with my beauty blender to blend this in. I mean, that's blended out really nicely. It's definitely brightened under the eyes, which is so nice. Blending out really easily. I'd say it's done a good job at covering the slight purpleness under my eyes. So I'd say it's probably like a medium coverage foundation, concealer. So I'd say that's such a nice concealer. It sits really nicely under the eyes, not looking cakey or anything like that. I'd say it's a reasonable coverage for concealer, but it's definitely really highlighted the centre of my face, which I really like. Because I do just want to a little bit cover my spots up, I'm just going to go in with a different concealer. This is actually, the only other green beauty concealer I have is my Lily Low one in Barely Beige. So I'm just going to go in with that just so I can mask some of these beauties. And now I'm going to go in and set the concealer, and for this I'm actually using another Lily Low product. This is one I've never tried. So this is their Flawless Matte Finishing Powder. They had two others. One was a tinted one, which I didn't want, and the other one more was for highlighting and radiance. So I think I had a little bit of shimmer to it, which I wasn't too keen about. And to be honest, just for mattify, like for setting the centre of my face, I just want translucent and, you know, just plain translucent powder. I'm just going to take about that amount for now, and like I said, just set under my eyes and anywhere I put it, that concealer, just to prevent it from creasing. This will be the real test of the concealer to see how well it works. I see that's definitely still looking really nice. I feel like it's slightly dimmed the highlighting effect, ever so slightly. But it definitely, the concealer and the powder together seem to be working really nicely. What's on my chin? So I just mattified the centre of my face just to prevent excess oil from creeping through. So I'm going to quickly move on to eyes. So I got this eyeshadow stick here this is from the brand Ilia. So it's a silken shadow stick, and I got it in the shade In Between Days. So that's what it looks like. It's kind of like a bronzy gold kind of colour. So that's what it looks like there. So just a nice cream eyeshadow stick. So I'm literally just going to pop this all over the lid. I'm going to bring it up a little bit into the crease. Just going to go ahead and blend that out. So that blends out really nicely. It's a very beautiful colour. It did take a couple of like layers to build up the colour because it wasn't the most intense to begin with. But that's really pretty. It'd be interesting to see how long this lasts because like I said, it's a cream. It is a cream eyeshadow stick, so if you're someone who gets oily eyelids, it might start to disappear after a while. So that's a really pretty colour. I think it worked quite well as a cream eyeshadow base as well. So you can put then shadows, powder shadow over the top, and I think it would work really well. It's a really pretty colour, kind of perfect for if you want a bit something extra on an everyday kind of basis. It's not too in your face. I'm going to run a little bit along the lower lash line as well. So that's a really pretty colour. I really like that. Like I said, they had a couple of other colours of this. So if you like your cream eyeshadow sticks, or even just to act as an eyeshadow base, I think these are really, really pretty. Then I got a mascara. Now obviously I do love my PHB mascara, but I wanted to try out a different one. So this is the Beauty Without Cruelty Full Volume Natural Mascara, maximum length and thickness. So we'll have to see if that really does do what it claims to do. That's what the packaging looks like. So it's a fibre wand, or a real bristled wand. It's quite thick, which is kind of what you want if it's going to be volumizing. It might be a bit difficult to my lower lash line, that's the only thing. So let's see how volumizing it is. So I might go on another coat in a minute, but I don't know about you, that doesn't look particularly volumizing to me. I mean, it looks very pretty on the lashes, definitely. Nice length, separation, but I don't see the volume. Maybe it's just me, let me know what you think. Now I've got quite a lot of transfer on the lid with this one, but I'll clean that up in a second. So I've added a second coat on, and it's definitely added a bit more to the eyes. I'm still not sure if it is super volumizing. I mean, there's definitely volume now there that I've added a second coat, that's for sure. I don't know, I think it does make my lashes look really nice and lengthen and stuff. I just don't think it necessarily does what it claims to do. So I'm not going to put anything on the lower lash line just because I've got so much transfer on the upper lash line. It's just going to be probably a bit more of a nightmare trying to do the lower lash line. Okay, so I'm on kind of the fence with that mascara, I'm not entirely sure. So going back to the face now, I picked up the Alama Pure Bronzer. I got this in the shade Maracaibo. This is it. So it's actually a loose bronzer. I'm pretty sure this is the lightest one you can get. There's 3 shades, light, medium, dark. This was the lightest one they had. I probably should have mentioned with the CC cream, does not cater for deeper skin tones. It really is probably from light to medium, and then that's about it with that CC cream. So that's something just to let you know. So now it'll be interesting to see how this works on my face, considering I haven't actually set my face or anything like that. Like, I'm not sure how much to use. I've just got that much for now, and we'll see. I think there's also a matte bronzer, which is good. I'm going to go with my little Lily Lola Kabuki brush to do this. It's actually a really nice bronzer, I think, and it hasn't disrupted the make underneath, which I think is great. Yeah, it's really pretty. Let me just do the other side of the face. So you really probably don't need much for this because it is quite pigmented. I'm just going to take some obviously down my neck because that CC cream was not my shade. I really like that bronze. I'm so impressed how well it sat on top of the CC cream, because I hadn't set it or anything like that. I have to say, so far I've been really impressed. Maybe not so much mascara, but everything else so far I've really been liking. Okay, next on to blusher. This is the another 100% pure Fruit Pigmented Blush Powder. What shade did I get? Oh, so I got the shade Healthy. So this is a little package it comes in, quite cute. Oh, and you open up and then it's the actual packaging. That's actually really pretty. So it comes in this really cute pink tin. I'd definitely say that's a tin. It's not the most sturdy feeling of packages. Oh, and it's also slightly broken as well. So actually that's the glue and it's like no longer attached. But that, you know what, that's fine. So I'll just try and hope that stays there. So that's what the blush looks like. Quite a pinky tone blush, which isn't usually my kind of blusher, but I just thought I'd try it out. That's very pretty. It's definitely quite a pigmented blush, so I made sure I tapped it on my hand first just so I didn't get full on clown cheeks, but I think that is really pretty. So I think it's a really pretty blush. I think the packaging can be a bit better. It's not the most sturdiest packaging. It doesn't feel like that nice. I mean, it looks pretty and everything, but it doesn't feel great, and obviously the glue wasn't sticking down the blusher, which, you know, isn't great, but that's fine. The blusher itself is really nice though. Okay, so the next one I'm very excited about, just because these kind of products I get very excited about. It's an illuminator. So this is from Vapor Organic Beauty, and it's the Halo Illuminator in Moonlight. That's the packaging. It's a sleek packaging like that. The cream stick, which again I love for summer. It's just you can't really see it, can you? It is just there. It's not, let's be honest, the most pigmented. Can you see it? Well, it's just about there, highlighters. So I'll have to see how it works onto the skin. So if I'll do one side, we can compare. And then I'm just going to use my beauty blender. Okay, so actually now it's on my skin, like if you compare the two, it is definitely there. It just maybe takes a bit of getting, like, maybe to, like, I think you need to warm it up first for it to like kind of kick in. Actually now that it's on, that's really pretty. So let's do a bit around here. I don't know if they did other shades of this one. I'm not sure if this was like only shade. There may have been a couple more of this one. I can't remember now. Okay, so that has definitely given a nice glow to the skin. It isn't like super blinding, which actually I quite like. So if you like more natural, I mean it is quite intense, but if you like your more natural highlighters, this is quite a nice one to go for, I think. It just maybe takes a bit of warming up on the back of your hand to get the pigment going a little bit. But I definitely say there's more of a pink undertone with this highlighter. So on to the final product now, which is a lipstick, and I've just remembered what colour I picked as well, so I'm very excited for this one. So again, I seem to have got quite a few 100% pure products. So here's another one. This is their Cocoa Butter Matte Lipstick. I got mine in the shade Marrakesh, and if I remember the kind of colour it's going to be, I'm quite excited. Ooh, that looks quite small. It's quite cute packaging. But it's going to be a fun one, especially for summer. Yeah. Oh, that smells nice. It smells slightly fruity. Yeah, so I'm quite excited for this one. Hopefully it goes on nicely because it's a matte one as well. Oh, look at that. Okay, this is a cool colour. I wouldn't say it was that matte. There's definitely maybe more of a satin matte finish to it. Oh, but it feels so comfy on the lips. I really love this colour. So that is all of the products that I'm trying out today. So as you can see, I think everything looks really pretty on. I'd say the one product that I'd maybe give a miss is the Beauty Without Cruelty Full Volume Mascara, only because it doesn't give that much volume, and although my PHB one that I love, I'd say doesn't give the most volume either, it gives the most incredible length and just makes my lashes look incredible. So for that reason I don't mind it not being quite as volumizing, whereas this one I don't think is as lengthening and makes my lashes look as incredible as the PHB one. So let's have a quick look under my eyes, see how that's doing. I'd say there is a little bit of creasing under this eye, but I wouldn't say it's anything drastic at the moment. But everything else I really like. This actually is such a nice summer look that I've got going on, I have to say. So I've really enjoyed everything. Yes, the CC cream isn't my shade, but in terms of the formulation, I think it's really nice. Everything sat really nice on top. All the powder products sat really nice on top, considering I hadn't set the face, which is great because I don't tend to like to set the entire face because I like the more glowy, dewy skin, which I think I definitely got. So I think also the primer really helped with that. I haven't had much disappointment with these products, maybe just the mascara, like I said. I will do checkups throughout the day, so the time is currently, oh, I'm starving. It is 20 to 1, so I probably am going to have lunch in like 40 minutes time, so I'll have to see how the lipstick lasts with that one. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so first check-in of the day. It is now 1:45, so it's been on my face for about an hour now. I have had lunch, so let's quickly just... So it has like, around the edges it's definitely smudged a little bit, but the colour itself has definitely stayed. In terms of everything else, the skin's still looking really nice. I have noticed that my oil's already coming through, especially on my chin area. So I don't know, because I've also noticed under my eyes it's starting to crease. So I don't know if it's the concealer or the powder, because usually with any concealer I use, if I use my collection powder, the concealer lasts quite a while. So I don't know if it's the powder that's making the concealer not last very long. I don't know which one it is. So I'm going to have to obviously try those products with different combinations and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm starting to get oily already, which isn't, I mean, I don't mind too much. It's something you can easily just quickly add a bit more powder on. So, but that's just something to let you know. But the bronzer, blusher, the highlighter is still looking great and stuff like that. The eyeshadow, yeah, it's starting to disappear in the crease area. I'm starting to get more oily. It's a very beautiful colour though, so like I said, maybe as an eyeshadow base it might work a bit better. So I love this lip colour. But yeah, so everything is still looking not too bad. So I'll probably only come back once more, to be honest, as I don't think it's going to last too long with the T-zone and stuff. So I'll probably come back about 4 o'clock. So it's been on my face for then about 4 hours, and I can then give my final verdict and stuff. So I'll be back later. Okay, so I'm back for the final checkup of the day. It is now 20 to 4, and so the makeup's been on my face about 4 hours. So not the longest of time, but I need to go and jump in the shower and stuff, so I need to take it off anyway. So the definitely oily down the T-zone now. Obviously that can be the CC cream. I don't know what's happened here. Obviously that can be the CC cream, but usually powder on me, like I said, my collection powder can last a good 6 hours before the oil starts coming through. So I don't know if it's the powder or the CC cream or the concealer I pop there. So again, I'll just have to play around with them. But initially, all those products I really, really enjoyed. So I'll maybe just have to get updated with those. I think the CC cream I really do like, and I just love the brightening effect the concealer gave. So maybe I'll try out different powders, see if that makes a difference. Maybe try the powder with different concealers. You know, just try things out to see what happens. The eyeshadow, like I said, in the crease it's kind of removed itself, but from the lid it's still there, so not the worst thing in the world. But like I said, it's cream eyeshadow. I think it's going to work best as an eyeshadow base, in all honesty. Bronzer, blusher, highlighter, love. Lipstick, still pretty pigmented. I mean, it is very patchy now in the middle, but it hasn't completely gone. So that's not bad. Like, it's kind of like stained the lips almost, which I don't mind, to be honest. So it means if I'm eating, I know there's still going to be some colour left by the time I finish. So yeah, I'm still not so sure about this mascara though. But yeah, so I'll have to keep you updated in future videos on those other products to see if like a different combination works. But overall, I've really enjoyed the products I've used today. I think they sat really nicely on the skin and stuff, and yeah, I've been actually quite impressed with the products that I've used today. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you've used any of these products, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if any of these products take your fancy that you might try now, and keep your recommendations coming, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.